Hi, shalom everyone. I'm continuing this awesome series of the famous Oriental Rabbanim, and here on Chaf Adar Aleph is going to be the Hilula of a great rabbi from Iraq. His name was Rabbi Salman Aboudi, one of the great rabbis born in English year 1894, 130 years ago, and passed away in 1973, 51 years ago from the time of recording, on the 27th of February, here naturally on Chaf Adar Aleph, because naturally leap year it happens to be this year. So very interesting. He'll become one of the great rabbis. He'll become an Din in Yerushalayim later on. He would be a chief rabbi in Baghdad, born in Baghdad. Also, he was also in fact one of the students of Rav Shimon Agassi and Rav Yehuda Fataya also. He was born, as I related before, in Baghdad in the year 1894. And it's interesting, he learned in the Midrash Talmud Torah over there, and later on in Midrash Bet Zilka. Midrash Bet Zilka was a famous yeshiva where Chacham Abdallah Sumech was teaching. And I related over inside that video previously, 18 months ago or something. At the time of the First World War, around that period, he didn't want to get drafted inside the Iraqi army. He actually moved to an area called Basra in Iraq, along with other prestigious rabbanim, including Rabbi Yoshua Moshe of Basra, and he actually also Rabbi Yecheskel Sasson also, and he helped in forming the yeshiva, the Ezra HaSofer, which was a very, very great yeshiva also in Iraq. And after the First World War finished, he actually moved back to Baghdad, and he was teaching inside the yeshiva over there called the Tamchei Torah, and was also giving many, many different shirei Torah in the famous Midrash Bet Zilka also. And in the year 1923, he became part of the Bad וחבר, Din in Baghdad. He had an integral part inside the Din itself of Baghdad. In 1928, he was appointed the Av Din in Baghdad, which is a huge position in Baghdad. There was a very, very big Jewish community, very big Torah community over there. So this was a huge, huge feat at that point in time. In 1947, he was appointed the chief rabbi of Baghdad, which he would keep that specific position for several years before moving to Israel. And for example, it was widely reported over in the year 1951, he came to Eretz Israel and he planted trees over there, especially inside the area called Keren Kayemet. And only in the year in 1952, in February 1952, he was appointed an integral part of the Bet Din in Petach Tikva. This is 4 years after the formation of the Medinat Yisrael, where he served for many, many years. And then later on in 1957, would get an integral part inside the Bet Din in Yerushalayim, in Jerusalem, Yerushalayim Shel Zahav also. And this continued. He also was part of the Mועצת, the הרבנות, הראשית also, and was working for the Rabbanut itself in very, very prestigious positions throughout, and especially in 1965. And also what's interesting, he gave over many, many shirim. For example, inside the famous Beit Knesset called the Ohel Rachel, which was in a shchuna inside the neighborhood called Ruchma, which also is, I would recommend everyone to research within regards to. And it was on Chaf Adar Aleph in 1973. He passed away, and he was buried in Har HaZeitim in Yerushalayim, a place I was actually myself just visiting just only a few days ago, very, very near there also. So it's Hilula. It's going to be 51 years since he passed away. Some of the great Rabbanim he had himself, which actually related shirim over, included Rabbi Yehuda Fataya and Rabbi Shimon Agassi. So I would recommend everyone to please check over those shirim also, all those different Torah classes also. And we're talking about a great rabbi here. It was a great rabbi in Basra, was a great rabbi also in Baghdad, and also later on in Petach Tikva and Yerushalayim. Please light candles in his memory. It's going to be his Hilula over here today on Chaf Adar Aleph, and please watch over all the other videos on this long series, wherever you're watching from, especially if you're watching from YouTube. Please don't forget to smash the subscribe button and like button, and Be'ez Hashem, we'll all hear good things from Israel, and please watch over all the previous videos. I'd like to dedicate this once again to Leinu Nishmat, my wife's uncle Yoram Ben Miriam. May this be his Leinu Nishmat also, and wishing you all a fantastic day.